President Biden is sending a stark message to Russia and Vladimir Putin. President Biden is announcing the deployment of more U.S. troops to Europe. The move is a declaration that Russia is a direct threat, and it's part of the biggest shift in NATO defense priorities since the end of the Cold War. President Putin says his military will respond in kind to any threats from NATO countries. Nancy Cordes is at the NATO summit in Madrid. Nancy, good morning. So what else is NATO doing to respond to Russia's invasion of Ukraine?
Well, Vlad, just for context, right now, NATO has a rapid response force of about 40,000 troops spread throughout the continent. Under this new plan, the number of allied troops on high alert would grow more than sevenfold to 300,000 troops. And the U.S. would establish its first permanent base near the Russian border in Poland. The new military measures are a recognition that Russian aggression could continue for some time. The U.S. deployments will include 2 more Navy destroyers to Spain, 2 F-35 fighter jet squadrons to the U.K., and an additional combat brigade to Romania.
We're going to make sure that NATO is ready to meet threats from all directions across every domain, land, air, and the sea.
President Biden is expected to announce that the U.S. will also give Ukraine a medium-range air defense system known as NASAMS. It's capable of shooting down the kind of cruise missile Russia used to strike a busy shopping mall in central Ukraine earlier this week. But Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky, appearing remotely, urged the NATO leaders here to do even more. He said he can't break Russia's dominance without more artillery, tanks, and armored vehicles.
We need weapon, and weapon.
Igor Zhovka is Zelensky's deputy chief of staff.
What does victory look like for Ukraine? What does winning the war mean?
Bringing back all the Ukrainian territories. Definitely. No other compromises are possible.
Russian President Vladimir Putin denounced NATO's military expansion and the formal invitation for Sweden and Finland to join the Western alliance. If NATO troops and infrastructure are deployed to Sweden and Finland, he warned, we will be compelled to create the same threats to the territory that is now creating threats for us. President Biden is likely to get questions about all of this at a press conference he's holding here at the NATO summit this morning. It is his final formal engagement at the summit before flying home to Washington, D.C. Gayle.
Thank you very much, Nancy Cordes, reporting from Madrid.